Okay. Hello. Sorry. I need to invest in a webcam, obviously, so my computer's not up to it. I apologise. Hello. I'll just wait for everyone. Give everyone a couple of minutes. Hello. Question 20. It seemed to cut out in the middle of. Hi, Meg. Thanks. Is everyone back? Hi. Are people back? Is everyone back? Okay. Excellent. Thanks, Steph. I'm going to do question 20 again. It's on unisex grooming, a 7-letter word which, in male grooming, traditionally refers to a range of disposable razors introduced in the 1970s. In female grooming, a technique of adding definition to a face by use of light and dark shades. What word is that? It's often used with an ing at the end. So male grooming, a range of razors introduced in the 1970s. That doesn't have an ing at the end. And in female grooming, traditionally, refers to a method of adding definition to a face by use of light and dark shades to accentuate. Thank you, Jim. Accentuate existing light and dark. Adds definition. Very effective. I apologise for the breakdown. I can't do much about it. It seems to happen every half an hour, and I don't know why. What I might do is just go offline when I have a break and restart. No, that's just a pain, isn't it? That's just a pain. Question 21, ladies and gentlemen, is on sausages. Before we get too carried away, ladies and gentlemen, over these last few months, I may have given the impression that I'm something of a sausage-crazed loon. So in order to redress the balance, let's not have a question about sausages. Let's not do that. But let's have a question about their natural bedfellows in a delicious slap-up feast of bangers and mash. Ladies and gentlemen, a potatoes question. This is really difficult as well, I'm sorry. Which variety of potato represented virtually 95% of the UK potato market until 1946, when unexploded munitions in the soil caused the variety to die out completely through a disease that was known colloquially as Purley's Lament, the dominant figure in the UK potato scene until the war. Was which variety of potato, which had 95% of the UK market until 1946, when unexploded munitions in the soil in Lincolnshire caused the variety to die out completely through a disease known colloquially as Purley's Lament. What potato cultivar is that? Looking for a two-word answer or three. Often have the word "the" at the start for no real reason. Question 25 is not next. Question 22 is next, ladies and gentlemen. It's on links. I'm not going to dip you here. There's a series of 10 seemingly unconnected things. Thanks, Meg. All you need to do is tell me what, in fact, links these 10 things. Okay? So, what links? The 25th of January. The Battle of Bannockburn. The TV series Howard's Way. The TV series The Equalizer. The villainous Mr. Potter, from whom I always want to succeed, from It's a Wonderful Life. A gallery in the northwest of England, Liverpool, a Liverpool art gallery. An abbey. The first ever one-day international 100 by an England and Warwickshire cricketer. A classic children's novel, originally in German, written in 1812 by Johann David Weiss, W-Y-S, and Vickers with No Pants On. Come on. So what links those 10 things? The 25th of January, the Battle of Bannockburn, the Warwickshire England, the villainous Mr. Potter from It's a Wonderful Life. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Don't worry about that. A Liverpool gallery. An abbey or a monastery. A monastery, more correctly, really. A classic children's novel, originally in German, from 1812 by Johann David Weiss, V-Y-S-S, W-Y-S-S, and Vickers with No Pants On. What links those 10 things? Question 23, ladies and gentlemen. Gird your loins and fasten your safety belts. For now is today's A-road question now, ladies and gentlemen. The unloved bastard upstart cousin of the two-digit A-road is, of course, the needlessly flashy three-digit A-road, which is A and three numbers. Okay? Horrible. Which three-digit A-road starts knee-deep in its own filth on the wrong side of the Pennines, just to the east of Manchester, and then passes through Mottram in Londondale, Hollingworth, and then the place in England which is most definitely not a whistle, Tintwistle, through the Peak District to Crowden, and then on the horizon, ladies and gentlemen, light. As we leave the relative murk of Derbyshire and enter, admittedly, Barnsley, from where it visits Millhouse Green, Thurleston, Penistone, Barnsley, Cudworth, birthplace of our Lord and Saviour Sir David Eric Hurst, Hemsworth, ladies and gentlemen, points, Ackworth Moor, and ending like the dreams of ambitious young licorice in Pontefract. Which three-digit A road is that, ladies and gentlemen? Starts to the east of Manchester, the Mottram in Londondale, Hollingworth, Tintwistle, across the Peaks to Crowden, and leaving Derbyshire and entering Barnsley. Where villages Millhouse Green, Thurleston, Penistone, Stillwell, Barnsley itself, Cudworth, Hemsworth, Ackworth Moor, and Pontefract. Good. Good. So that's a three-digit A road, by the way, A and three numbers. It's not right. 2024, ladies and gentlemen, is on history, which, very straightforward, was Royal House. It was represented by Kings Henry the Fourth, Fifth, and the Sixth. Which Royal House is that, ladies and gentlemen? Represented by Kings Henry, IV, V, and VI, 4, 5, and 6. I suppose there's a couple of possible answers for that. So I will be generous and allow either. Someone's got question 25 right already, hasn't even been asked. Well done. The question is local news, ladies and shoe. Local news, ladies and gentlemen. Lord Singh of Wimbledon, ladies and gentlemen, has, over plans to relocate the House of Lords to York, suggested that York is seen by the general public as being akin to what? Formerly a territory of the Qing Chinese dynasty. Lord Singh of Wimbledon has claimed that York is seen as being like what? Which area of the world, a former territory of the Qing Chinese dynasty, on account of its remoteness from London, where all the public live? Question 26, ladies and gentlemen. Question 26. Shut up, Ian. Do you hear that? Good. Question 26 is on Leo and his memes, ladies and gentlemen. Leo is no longer with us, unfortunately. He died after a barbell crushed his larynx. Awful. Which TV puppet, ladies and gentlemen, who does not outwardly appear to be evil, was subject to a series of memes and indeed a website claiming that he was evil? A TV puppet who appears on a children's TV show. He does not outwardly appear to be evil, quite the opposite. Subject to a series of memes, very popular memes, claiming that he is in fact evil, called Blank is Evil, and a website called Blank is Evil. Which children's TV puppet was that? Question 27 is on sport, and the sport which is the best sport which has returned, which is Test match cricket, of course. The question is the current ICC umpire of the year. Who is it? He last week became the first English umpire to officiate in a Test match in England, involving England, since the introduction of other inferior neutral umpires. Who is that, ladies and gentlemen? An English umpire who officiated an England Test match. Doesn't normally happen. The current ICC umpire of the year, but due to travel restrictions from the virus, he did umpire in England. Who is it, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know what? I might have completely bungled that up. I have. Those are two different people. You can say either and get a point, ladies and gentlemen. I think one did the umpiring and one is the umpire of the year. So either the one who umpired in the test match or the one who is the umpire of the year. I've messed that up. Sorry. Sack me. They both have the same first name. Good. Sorry. Question 28 is on TV, sharing its name, ladies and gentlemen, sharing its name with a current TV show of a very different genre. In fact, a current TV game show of sorts. What was the name of the BBC drama series created by Kay Mellor in 2006 and set around a veterinary practice in and around Otley, renamed in the programme to Oxley? Yep, won't get that. So a TV series in 2006, a veterinary drama series written by Kay Mellor, starring her daughter, obviously, and set around a veterinary practice, has the same name as a current TV game show. What was the name of that series? Okay, good. Question 29 is on films, ladies and gentlemen. Horror films, exactly the sort of thing upon which I will never lay my eyes. Which horror film franchise consists of 6 films? The first film in the series, then 2, 3, and 4. The fifth, which is called Marked Ones, and the sixth, which is called Ghost Dimension. So the first film in the series also gives its name to the whole series. 2, 3, and 4. And then a fifth one called Marked Ones, or subtitled Marked Ones, and the sixth one subtitled Ghost Dimension. Which series of horror films is that? So the fifth one called Marked Ones, the sixth one called Ghost Dimension. What series of horror films is that? Question 30, ladies and gentlemen, is on poker. The question is, in Texas Hold'em and other varieties of poker, what name is given to the pre-deal mandatory bets made to ensure that every hand has a prize pot to be won? A rotating pre-deal mandatory bet, ladies and gentlemen, that has to be made to ensure that every hand has a prize pot. What name is given to them in Texas Hold'em and other varieties of poker. I'm looking for a 6-letter word, by the way. Or 5 in the singular. Okay. Questions 31 to 40, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you do. This is. There won't be high scores on this, I wouldn't have thought. But you can have fun thinking about it. According to an ongoing YouGov poll, so it's constantly updated over time. And they ask you occasionally when you do these polls, what do you think of person X or person Y? And these are the people, the 10 most popular people from the world of entertainment in the UK. They're not all British. They're the people in the UK have the highest opinion of, okay? Be it presenting, acting, writing, directing. Any of those things. There are tons and tons of options, I appreciate. 31 to 40, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. A name in each of those spots, please. So the most popular people in the entertainment industry in the UK. They're not British people, all of them. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But it's people of the UK, what their opinion is of them, okay? In the entertainment industry across the whole gamut of it. They're your next 10. I need full names, by the way, for these. Full names. So we're not talking about the most basically not the biggest stars, but because you have the opportunity to vote people down. They're basically people who are just seen as goodly people in the world of entertainment. Are all the top 10 alive? That's a very good question. The measure of popularity, Paul, is just that they were asked what people are asked what their general perception of this person is. That is all. If they like them, then they get good marks. If they don't like them, they get negative marks. That is it. Let me see if the 10 are all alive. Yes, all the 10 are alive. Feel free to change your list, Claire. Who's that? Someone's just picked number 11. That's very hard. I mean, I broadly described them as people whom nobody doesn't like. The survey's ongoing, Lucy. It's current. So you get asked if you do a Udra poll to give your impression on things. So it's just over time, but still current. Okay? As a bit of guidance, I wouldn't go for any flash in the pans, though. Or flashes in the pan. The umpire question, 27, because I messed it up, Phil, because it's bollocks, was either the name of the current umpire of the year at the ICC or the name of the English umpire who umpired in England, an England test match in England for the first time since neutral umpires were brought in. They both share the same first name. One of their grandfathers was the caretaker at my secondary school. I gave you a few extra minutes because that became clarified as it went on. I guess you call them treasures, world treasures, not national treasures, because they are from their own nationality. They're not all British. Oh, that's interesting. Don't worry, that's meant to be difficult. You're only meant to get 4 or 5 of those. Right, you're going to have 1 minute to put some answers in for that now, okay? And I'll tell you now, putting 2 answers in one spot is not going to get you any right answers. Come on now. Okay. Question 41, ladies and gentlemen, is on TV. What is the name of the long-running CBBC series? CBBS series. Starring Justin Fletcher in a variety of roles, which has recently evolved initially into an Out and About series and is now subtitled We're All Friends. That's frankly a bit much. Now, long-running CBBS series, which introduced Microsoft. Sound unknown to many people, starring Justin Fletcher in a variety of roles. Recently evolved into a series called Out and About, and now We're All Friends, which is too much. Question 42 is on words, ladies and gentlemen. Which word, a bastardization of an Arabic word by semi-literate Renaissance scribes, is used as the opposite of nadir to represent the high point of something, either literal or figurative? What is that word? It's a bastardization of an Arabic word. And it's used as the opposite of nadir, the low point, to represent the high point of something, either literal high point or figurative high point. What is that word? Question 43 is on names and cartoons, ladies and gentlemen. Also, a name familiar from a heavenly context. What is the name of the brother of olive oil, ladies and gentlemen? Olive oil as a brother, whose first name is also known in a heavenly context. What is that name? Yes, I will repeat that. Olive Oil, ladies and gentlemen, has a brother whose first name is also known in a heavenly context, not within the cartoon, but separately. What is that name? What is the name of the brother of Olive Oil? That was 43. Question 44 is on video games, ladies and gentlemen, video games of yesteryear. Falco Lombardi, Peppy Hare, and Slippy Toad, the original Top Gear trio, yes, but also the companion pilots of which lead video game character who shares one word in common with the title of the game in which he first appeared. Falco Lombardi, Peppy Hare, and Slippy Toad, the companion pilots of which lead video game character, or the name of the character, not the game. Although that does have one word in common with the title of the game in which he first appeared. So who is the fourth in that foursome? Falco Lombardi, Peppy Hare, and Slippy Toad. I need the name of the character, not the name of the game, okay? Question 45 is on sport. Slang for betting odds, by which alliterative phrase are the betting odds of 100 to 30 known? 100 to 30 are known by a slang phrase which is alliterative. What is that phrase? It's 45. Question 46. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I'm not busy stuffing sausages, sometimes I like to find myself aggressively deep in a bowl of cheese of some description. And one of my favourite cheeses is mozzarella. It's a good cheese, isn't it? Mozzarella, yeah, I like mozzarella. But don't find it quite rich enough. So what I like to eat instead of mozzarella is an Italian cheese product, which is an outer shell of mozzarella, but filled with cream and stracciatella. What is the name of that product, which is amazing, by the way? An outer shell of mozzarella, but filled with very rich cream and stracciatella. What is the name of that product? I'm not mumbling, Dean. I was speaking quite clearly, thank you. However, as evidenced by correct answers. However, Ian, if you're having difficulty hearing, now repeat the question, maybe listen more carefully. The Italian cheese product formed of an outer shell of mozzarella filled with cream and stracciatella. What is that product? Can you imagine that I've just written a sign that says fuck off eating on it? Can you imagine that? Yeah? Thanks, Ian. Question 47 is on films. Ladies and gentlemen, what comes next in the following sequence? Abroad, girls, Dick, behind, England, Emmanuel. What comes next and last in the following sequence? Abroad, girls, Dick, behind, England, Emmanuel, blank. Comes next in that sequence. I will say it again, Steph, seeing as you asked so nicely. Abroad, girls, Dick, behind, England, Emmanuel, blank. It's all right, don't worry. A bit of phantom tapping then. Do you remember phantom tapping? He got to go, doesn't it? Question 48 is on TV. In which country, ladies and gentlemen, was the TV series Big Brother initially shown? TV series Big Brother was not originally shown in this country. It was originally shown in another European country. Which was it? Yeah, actually, I quite like watching it because of the psychological aspect. I think it's a very interesting experiment. You're watching a woman sitting in a paddling pool, putting a wine bottle of a hoo-ha, mate. Yeah, I find it really interesting. Sorry. that person isn't real. Come on, Lynn. As people start to annoy me. Which country was the TV series Big Brother first shown? Question 49 is on the very modern communication method of predictive texting, T9 predictive texting. And I, ladies and gentlemen, have just typed 735328. 735328 on a T9 predictive text keyboard, which can produce two words, ladies and gentlemen, which are opposites. Very confusing. Which two words are they? 735328. I have typed on a T9 predictive text keyboard layout. Which two words, which are opposites, could that have selected? The numbers again, Ian. 735328. Question 50 is on words, ladies and gentlemen. Which word of 10 letters, according to, if you just type into Wikipedia, I suppose, can either be a small potato, yes, a developmental stage of a young fish, or a line of robotic toys? It also has a Wikipedia disambiguation link, which means it's a similar word, which can either refer to a musical technique or a sexual act. So which that word, a 10-letter word, which can either be, according to Wikipedia, a small potato, a developmental stage of a young fish, or a line of robotic toys, and has a disambiguation link to a similar word, which can refer to a musical technique or a sexual act. What is that word? I'd like both words for 49, by the way. Question 51 is on literature, ladies and gentlemen. How, in the title of a play of 1901, are the characters Olga Sergeyevna Prosorova, Maria Sergeyevna Kuligina, and Irina Sergeyevna Prosorova, how are they referred to in the title of a play of 1901? The title of the play, 1901. Olga Sergeyevna Prosorova, Maria Sergeyevna Kuligina, and Irina Sergeyevna Prosorova. Referred to in the title of a play of 1901. What's that play? Question 52 is on sport, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give you the names of 6 players of all linked in a certain footballing sense, okay? I'll give you them in order of fame. So what links? Uruguay's Ondino Vieira, Slovakia, Czechoslovakia's Vladimir Weiss, Michael Bradley, Nico Kranjčar, Daley Blint, and most famously, Paolo Maldini. So what links those 6 people? Ondino Vieira, the Uruguayan, Vladimir Weiss, Czechoslovakian, Nico Kranjčar, Michael Bradley, Daley Blint, and Paolo Maldini. What links those 6 players and only those 6? Specifically in World Cups. What links those 6? Ondino Vieira, Vladimir Weiss, Nico Kranjčar, Michael Bradley, Daley Blint, and Paolo Maldini. Only those 6 at World Cups. Question 53, ladies and gentlemen, is on TV, and I am often accused in this quiz of sometimes in the answers by selecting a TV program only I have heard of. That's not true normally. In this case, this might be true. It might be the most obscure TV show ever made, and I apologise. I don't apologise. What was the name of the gardening-themed game show presented by Ruth Langsford, in which experts, including Damood Gavin, and members of the public joined forces for rounds such as Spot the Country Difference and, I'm not joking, Name That Seed, a gardening-themed panel show presented by Ruth Langsford, in which experts, including Damood Gavin, and members of the public joined forces for rounds such as Spot the Country Difference and Name That Seed. I may have watched every episode of this program. I don't know why. It was very poor. If anyone gets that, I'm in awe. It was based, the title was an old Kenneth Williams catchphrase. Question 54, ladies and gentlemen, is on a much better work than that. In which broadly insufferable film of 1992 does Sean Bean suffer the inevitable death as chief villain by being impaled on an anchor? Sean Bean suffers death by being impaled on an anchor in a pretty bad film of 1992. Which film is that? Good. And question 55, ladies and gentlemen, is on music. Which word of 5 letters or more, one word, 5 letters or more, has appeared in the title of hit singles by all the following artists? The Who, East 17, Supergrass, Elton John, Stevie Wonder, and disagreeing with The Who, The Offspring. So one word, 5 letters or more, has appeared in the title of hit single by East 17, Supergrass, Elton John, Stevie Wonder, and then in direct disagreement, The Who and The Offspring. Which word is that? Okay, boys and girls, you can do your music round now. So that's questions 56 to 75. 56 to 75. Please make sure you get the artist that's on time in the right places. I'm not going to remind you. You've got, I'm going to give you until 20 past 10. Okay, so that's 23 minutes to do the music round and sort out any other answers if you've got time. Okay? Away you go. Good. Ron Pickering. I don't know, Ian, and I don't. I might watch a supposedly half-hour episode of a TV program. One team has a bit of a lead, but it's very tight behind them. I'll tell you that. Better. Adjust my position is the answer to your question, Ian. That looks good. Just to remind you, because a few of you have done it, unless specified, you don't need to put a first name. There's a bunch of you, I mean, about 5 or 6 teams who've got pictures wrong because you put the wrong first name. Okay? "12 minutes, by the way." If anyone needs anything repeating or anything like that, just let me know in the chat. Someone's putting the artists and the song titles in the wrong spaces. You just done it for 70 and 71, by the way. Don't forget to finalise your other answers as well. You've got 5 minutes. I can repeat number 50, Stephanie, yes. Question 50. Okay, I'm looking for a word 10 letters, Stephanie, which can either be, according to Wikipedia, a small potato, a developmental stage of a young fish, or a line of robotic toys. It has a Wikipedia disambiguation link to a similar word, which can refer either to a musical technique or a sexual act. So I'm looking for that word of 10 letters. Four minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 4 minutes. Someone's just answered the wrong question there. 62 and 63, you've answered the wrong one. So if you just answered 62 and 63, do check. 2 minutes. One minute, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute. Let's go back to the stream. Oh, no, that's not very nice, is it? No. Wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. It's time for your tiebreaker and your pointless questions. Okay? Your tiebreaker, I'm going to give you that first. It's very straightforward. It is, how long in feet is the world's longest ever ladder? The world's longest ever ladder. How long is that in feet? That is question 79. That's the last one. If you get it spot on, you get a point. Otherwise, it will be closest to it in the event of a tie. Your pointless questions are, so I gave 100 of my friends, and I have 104 friends. I made a new one. Okay, you need to say an answer that none of those people said. Okay, and I'm looking for pointless answers, obscure answers to any member of England's 2003 Rugby World Cup winning squad, any comedian who has appeared 10 or more times on Mock the Week, or any world's capital that ends in an A. Any world capital city that ends in an A. Save yourself some time. Don't put the capital of Kosovo. Okay. So, obscure answers of 76, 77, 78 to any member of England's 2003 Rugby World Cup winning squad, any comedian who's made 10 or more appearances on Mock the Week, or any capital city ending in an A. The tiebreak question, how long in feet is the world's longest ever ladder? And I'm going to give you until 22:27 to finalise all your answers, okay? Mm-hmm. When you've done that, press save, check all your answers, press save, tick the 3 boxes, and then finish. Okay, you've got 4 minutes to do all that in. And we're going to have the answers at 22:27. I'm going to end the quiz at 22:27, okay? Which means you've got 3 minutes. I've had a few pointless answers thus far. So you've got 2 minutes to finalise everything. Okay, you've got 1 minute. So don't forget, save, tick the 3 boxes, and then finish. Check all your answers are in place. Okay, I'm still getting answers in. I'm going to stop it in 20 seconds. Okay, the quiz, ladies and gentlemen, is over. I have ended the quiz. Stop the quiz. Okay, so you have some answers. Okay, here we go. The pictures. Question number 1 was Chris Jarvis. Number 2 was Joe Denley. Number 3, Gaynor Fay, mentioned in passing earlier. Number 4 is Lisa Nandy. Number 5 is Lisa Stansfield. Lisa 6 is Annick Castle. 7 is Mido. 18 is Beans on Toast. Number 9 is Adam Scott, the golfer, not Andrew Scott, as some put. And the reason I'm not allowing Andrew Scott is because there's a different Andrew Scott, isn't there? Number 10 is Adam Scott, the actor. 11 is The Exorcist. 12 is Ian with 2 eyes, Banks, or Ian with 2 eyes, M with no eyes, Banks. 13 is Oliver Cromwell, warts and all. 14 is Brilliant Flange, ladies and gentlemen, Brilliant Flange. Also her TripAdvisor. No. 15 is Humpty Dumpty, which I could have made much more, of course. 16, the TV programme is This Week. 17, the football team is Wycombe Wanderers. 18, it was 50 Shades of Grey, or 50 Shades series. 19, Scoob is the name of that film. Scoob. 20, The Contour, ladies and gentlemen, the Gillette Contour, of course. 21, I'm sorry, this was far too hard, and if you got this, brilliant, well done. The potato is called the Lincolnshire Knocker. Well done if you got that. Sorry. 22, 25th of January is Burns Night, the Battle of Bannockburn, Robert the Bruce, the first ever O.J. Humber, scored by Dennis Amos. In fact, I'll do these properly. So that's Gordon Burns Night, Robert the Fiona Bruce, Les Dennis Amos. Howard's Way, of course, was set in the coastal town of Chris Tarrant. The Equalizer was called Davina McCall. Villainous Mr. Potter is played by Lionel Michael Barrymore. The gallery in the northwest of England is the Roy Walker Gallery. The monastery is, of course, a Bob Monk's house. The classic children's novel of 1812 was The Swiss Family Anne Robinson. And Vickers with No Pants On, of course, Nicholas Parsons. There we go. They're all game or quiz show hosts, ladies and gentlemen. 23, the ode is the A628, ladies and gentlemen, Woodhead. 24, the House of Lancaster. I did accept Plantagenet because it's part of that, but the House of Lancaster is what I was after, really. 25, Outer Mongolia, York was compared to. 26, Bert is Evil, is the website, not Kermit. There is an evil Kermit, that's actually Constantine, his brother, or cousin, can't remember which. But Bert is Evil was the website, and so on. So I didn't accept Kermit there. 27, because brain went awry. Richard Illingworth is the umpire of the year. Richard Kettleborough was the umpire who was in both. Keith Kettleborough, who played for Sheffield United, he was my school caretaker, by the way. So I allowed either of those. 28, the TV series was The Chase. Ladies and gentlemen, The Chase. 29, the film series, there's Paranormal Activity. 30, they're called The Blinds. 31, the 10 people were David Attenborough, Morgan Freeman, Judi Dench, Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg, Michael Caine, Samuel L. Jackson, Helen Mirren, Rowan Atkinson, and Anthony Hopkins. 41, the series is called Something Special. Not Mr. Tumble, he's in it, but Something Special. 42, the Zenith is the opposite. 43, Olive Oil's brother, known in the heavenly context, is Castor Oil. Castor and Pollux, obviously, the Gemini. 44, Fox McCloud, ladies and gentlemen, is the pilot in Star Fox. 45, Burlington Bertie, 100 to 30. 46, the cheese item, the splendid cheese item is Burrata. 47, guess who suggested this topic? That's Carry On Abroad, Carry On Girls, Carry On Dick, Carry On Behind, Carry On England, Carry On Emmanuel, and the most recent one, Carry On Columbus. 48 is first shown in the Netherlands. 49, select or reject. Ladies and gentlemen, the two choices there. 50, the word of 10 letters, and either be the small potato, the developmental stage of a young fish, or a line of robotic toys, and has the Wikipedia disambiguation linked to a similar word, which refers to a musical technique or a sexual act, is fingerling. Ladies and gentlemen, fingerling, and you can probably guess the sexual act, which is fingering. 51, sorry. 51, they're called the Three Sisters by Chekhov, Three Sisters. 52, all those players were picked by their dad to play in the World Cup. 53, the game show which nobody knew, is called The Answer Lies in the Soil, which was said by Kenneth Williams in Beyond Our Ken, repeatedly. 54, Patriot Games is the film there. 55, the word is all right. So It's All Right by 17, All Right by Supergrass, Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting, Uptight, Everything's All Right by Stevie Wonder, and The Who and The Offspring that loggerheads with The Kids Are All Right and The Kids Aren't All Right. Okay? The music round, for me, the greatest of all the songs, probably ever. 56 was 56 was Russ Conway with Side Saddle. Next one was The Sweet with Wigwam Bam. There's Eric B and Rakim with Paid in Full. Then it was Duran Duran with Come Undone. Then it was Robbie Williams with Come Undone. Then it was Leonard Cohen with The Sisters of Mercy. Thank you, Sarah. Then it was The Jam with In the City. There's Brian Adams, Uncle Brian, with Run to You. Then it was Kinnicky, Norman Laverne et al. With In Your Car. Lena Marlin with Sitting Down Here was the last one. Your pointless answers, ladies and gentlemen, your pointless answers were, for the rugby squad, Julian White, which somebody got, Stuart Abbott, and a picture of Dorian West. So, the weak people, you could have had Rory Bremner, who was on the first couple of series, Rhys James, Angela Barnes, which somebody got, and Zoe Lyons, which somebody got. And your capital cities are Manama, someone got that, the capital of Bahrain, Bujumbura, the capital of Burundi, Asmara, Eritrea, Monrovia, Liberia, Managua, Nicaragua, Apia, Samoa, Nuku'alofa, Tonga, Port Vila, the capital of Vanuatu, and Sana'a, the capital of Yemen. And the ladder is just 136 feet long, ladies and gentlemen. So only one team was below. There were only 6 out, and I didn't know the closest. Would you like your leaderboard? So I'll give you the leaderboard. Let's have a look at the leaderboard, shall we? Let's have the first 6. In 6th place were Agile and Resistant. In 5th, No Effin' Pub. In 4th, Kurt Zoomers, 45. An equal second, on 49, were the teams Colin Heath and the team Swan Bitches, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for the tiebreaker, Team Colin Heath said 1,500 feet. No. And Team the Swan Bitches put 587, so they are second. And in first place, with 53 chords, winning by 4 points, the Chords. Well done, the Chords. Clap, clap, clap. I should point out now, ladies and gentlemen, that nobody received a point for the Lincolnshire Knocker, because that is a fictional type of potato that I just decided people would like to pretend they'd heard of to amaze their teammates, because I'm a dick, and that's the sort of thing that amuses me. That whole question completely made up. I apologise. There is no potato that suffered from munitions in the Lincolnshire soil. Sorry, I pre-arranged it with a couple of people. Thank you everyone for taking part. There'll probably be another quiz next week. In fact, there will be another quiz next week. I might just be doing it to myself. And also the quiz. Excellent. Thank you all for taking part. Lovely to have your company, and I hope to see you all next week. Bye. I'll post a link to the leaderboard. Thank you. Thank you all. Lovely stuff. I'll leave that to you, Lucy, to sort out. Thank you all. I'm going to disappear now, so I'm not on camera. Bye.